Hey foodies, thanks for watching. I'm gonna show you how to make a chocolate matzo layer cake. I'm really excited to show you this recipe. And it all starts over at the stove. And I wanna start by heating up on a medium heat most of my whipping cream. The rest of it I'm just gonna set aside for a minute because we are going to whisk this. So while that's coming to a boil or heating up, we're gonna whisk this heavy cream until we get medium to soft peaks. That's perfect. Look at that. It's exactly how I want it. You can see like they're just peaking up, which is nice. What I really like about whipping by hand is you can have full control of how much and how long it really gets whisked for. And over here, you can see there's some bubbles forming on the side. I'm just going to give it a little stir to distribute that heat a little bit more. And that's almost ready. Oh, heavy cream smells so good, I find. So while we're waiting for that, I've got a cookie sheet here, and I've got a mug of coffee, and I'm gonna pour that onto the cookie sheet, and I'm gonna start soaking some of my matzo. So there's one side. There's the, oh, and look at that, it's just starting to boil. That's perfect. So I'm going to take this whisk. I'm going to pour the chocolate chips in, take it off the heat, and I'm just going to whip that in. I'm also going to add the other matzo sheet in there. I'm going to flip that one over and turn that one over. A lot of little steps here, but it's going to be worth it. Definitely. That smells really good. Okay, and I'm going to turn this one. Look at that. That looks great. Let's see if I can get that. That's better. Okay, and I'm going to move these. I'm going to let them drip over here on the end. And I'm going to do a couple more sheets. Get that one going. Hopefully it will absorb all the coffee. Oh yeah, it's getting the coffee. No problem, look at that. Might have to splash some up on it. That's better. You're mostly just wanting to soften up the matzo sheet and give it a little bit of extra flavor. And I'm going to break that off. And let's see if that, yeah, that's looking good. This is definitely something you could do with the kids. You could also use a brush if you wanted. Look at that. So I'm going to let that sit there for another minute. Just rinse off my hands. So while that's soaking, I'm going to add the chocolate into my cream. So what we've essentially made with the cream and the chocolate is a ganache. And now we want to fold this in just like so. Oh, that looks really nice. And I'm folding it as opposed to whisking it because I don't want to deflate all of that whipped cream. I want to keep as much of the air in the whipped cream as I can. I mean, I'm going to lose a considerable amount of it, which is what's supposed to happen, but I'm also wanting to just blend it really nicely. There, that looks pretty good. So I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to finish these matzo sheets. Let's break off another chunk. And the reason I'm breaking off a chunk is because they need to fit in to this tray. And let me get a brush. There we go. See if I can get this. Ah, that's better. That's much better. I find it's a lot of fun making these things in the kitchen. I mean, yeah, you could go out to the supermarket and buy it, but is it gonna have the same kind of satisfaction sinking your teeth into it and going, I made this. Like, I made this. And that's what I love about baking and cooking. There we go. Okay, I think I've got enough sheets to start. So I'm going to move my matzo bath. And I'm going to put, oh, that's a bit too big, so I'll just break off a little bit. There we go. Oh, it's still a little bit big. I'll take a little bit off that end. There we go. Oh, it's already getting soft. That's good. That's better. And I'll see if I can do a half. Oh, that looks good. Okay. So I want to take about a quarter of this, and let's say that's about a quarter, and I want to spread this out. Maybe a little tiny bit more, right there. Okay. And then we're going to take another half, put that one there. Let's see, this is going to break off right about there, it looks like. That looks really nice. And then I'm going to take another dollop of this. Oh, I found a big chunk of chocolate in there that I wanted to mix up. There we go. Oh, let's just get that one more little bit. There we go. And I'm using my offset to cover all of the matzah. Okay, we'll do it again. This is layer 3. Oh, it's soaking up that coffee beautifully. Okay, I'll just take a little bit off there. That looks really nice. A little bit here and there just to fill in some cracks. And we pour a bit more on. And spread it out. There we go. And I think we can do at least one more layer. Oh, this one's gotten really soft. Let's go there, and let's break it there. That looks really nice. Let's see if I can fit this in. Use little bits here and there. That looks nice. Let's see if I can fit a really skinny piece right in there. That's pretty good. And I'm going to soak one more sheet for my top. Okay, oh, and I need that other, I've got enough little pieces, I'm sure I can make it work. Let's just soak them a little bit more. I'm just putting a little more coffee onto this matzah, just to really let it soak up. Ah, look at that. It's getting really nice and soft. That's exactly what you want. I'm gonna see if I can get at least one more layer on there. That looks good. Okay, so we're gonna do this. And I'm gonna retain this last little bit. Just gonna really mix this one up just to really bring out the chocolate look of it. And this here is going to be our top. Oh, that looks beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna set that aside and I'm gonna spread this ganache out. You can see it pushing the coffee all around. That looks incredible. Okay, and then break it there. That looks nice. A little press down. That can go there. That can go there. Oh, we got a little piece there that has to go in. Let's see. That'll work. And then we need a little triangle piece. Right. Oh, let's flip it over. There. And I'd say that's pretty good. I'm going to put, again, a little bit more coffee on just to really help soften this up. It's going to soak down through all the layers. Okay. And I'm going to take this last bit. I'm going to pour it right on the top. Every last drop of it. So we can enjoy all of it. Oh, this looks so yummy. And I'm going to spread it out with my offset palette. That looks pretty good. So I'm going to cover this with some cling film. It's going to go in my fridge overnight and we'll take a look at it in the morning. See you soon. Good morning, foodies. It's been about 12 hours and I'm going to change real quick and we'll get right into the dessert. So let's grab that dessert from the fridge. I haven't even looked at it yet. I'm really excited. And it's been 12 hours or so. I can't wait to dig into this. Oh, it's set up really nicely. Yeah, it's nice and firm. So I'm going to take, I think, a smaller knife and let's go along the outside edge. Yeah, oh, it smells really good. Okay, and then I'm going to wipe that knife off, and I just want to cut a square out. I can feel myself going through all the layers. It feels really good and firm. Okay, let's see how that is. First piece never comes out perfectly. Watch this one come out really nicely. I don't think I cut it all the way through. Let's cut a little bit more. It's actually coming out, it's coming out really easily. Oh, look at the layers on that. Oh, it's beautiful. I didn't get a fork. Let me grab a fork. The layers on it are just beautiful. You can see all the matzah has been hydrated. There's lots of chocolate on there. I really want to try it. So I'm going to just cut a piece off. Oh, look at that. Let's give that a try. Mmm. 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 I'm getting little pops of salt from when I salted the matzah. The coffee is accentuating the cocoa and the chocolate flavor, the richness from the cream. It's really good. I wonder if you're gonna give it a try. If you're looking for the full recipe, you can visit glutenfreeguy.ca. You can also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and LinkedIn. And coming up next is this. See you soon. Mmm.